Welcome everyone. This is Open Source Options. I'm going to show you how to display Sentinel satellite imagery in QGIS. In the last video I showed you how and where you can download Sentinel-2 satellite imagery. I'll include a link to that in the description, so if you want to download data, go follow that video. And once you have the data, this will show you how to visualize it in multiple ways, including creating some of those cool false color composites that you see from satellite imagery. Okay, now we went through the structure in the last video. I'm going to go through it again here just to show you what we have. Okay, so I'm in the browser in QGIS. I'm in my Sentinel-2 L2A folder. This is where I downloaded the Sentinel imagery. Here's the folder of the tile I downloaded. Okay, so this is what we downloaded in the last video was this folder here. I'm inside of the granular directory and inside of the image directory, the image data directory. Then I've expanded these other subdirectories that contain the bands at different resolutions. So if you're not familiar with Sentinel, some of the bands are in different resolutions. So here you can see that bands 2, 3, 4, and 8 are available at 10-meter resolution. I'm going to add these in. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 8. So here you'll see that now we have band 1 at 20 meter, bands 2, 3, and 4 have been resampled to 20 meter, and we have bands 5, 6, and 7, 11, and 12 are available at 20 meter. Okay, so I'm going to let's grab band 1, 6, 7, 11, and 12. Oh, and 8A also, and 8A, and let's slide those in now as well. Okay, so we're missing, we can go back to our layers and see what we have. I'm just going to collapse these so we can see everything all at once. And I'm getting the bad numbers from the file name. So you'll see here we have 2, 3, 4. Here's band 1. I'm just going to put these in order so I can visualize them a little easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 12. We have 8. So let's slide 8 in here. Let's slide 8A next to 8. Okay, and let's go back and I think we're missing band 9. It's hopefully the only one. And we can just double check this. Okay, so here's band 9. It's available at 60 meters. And here bands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 have been resampled to 60 meters, as well as 11, 12, and 8A. So let's slide that in here. So here's band 9. Put it after 8A. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 5. Let's make sure we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 8A, 9, 11, and 12. Let's just go back and make sure which band are we missing. It was 7, 5. Let's go get band 5. It is available in 20 meters. Let's grab it in 20 meter. Slide that in. Okay, and now let's go back to our layers and let's move band 5 into its position here. Okay, so there's all of our bands. Now the next step here is to make a virtual raster. I showed you how to do that in a previous video. We'll do it again here. We'll go to raster. We will go to miscellaneous and build virtual raster. Let's select our input layers. We can order these here. If we're going to want to select all of these, I want to put them in a numerical order so that it is easier for me to know what is what. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, and 8A is the final band. I'm going to leave it like that. That way I'll know that we're roughly in order. We don't have a band 10, and so we're not going to have bands 11 and 12 are going to be 10 and 11 respectively, and our last band will be 8A. We just want to make sure we know what order these are in for when we're doing our display later. So let's say OK. Our resolution, we can make this the lowest resolution, or the highest resolution, or the average resolution. Okay, so let's go highest resolution. And we want to place each input file into a separate band. Otherwise, it will do math and just give us a single band back. I'm going to save this to a temporary file. You can save this to a file if you want to have this available to use at another time. And let's go ahead and run this. Okay, so now we have that virtual band completed. I'm just going to slide this up to the top, and we can display this in true color by showing the red, green, and blue bands. Okay, and the way we do that is we just come to single band gray. We click on our virtual layer here, multi-band color as our styling option, and then we change these to band 4 is red, 3 is green, and 2 is blue. And there you can see that we have our true color. We can adjust this a little bit. We can change our blending mode. We can change our min-max value settings. We can change it to a true min-max. And we see that gets darker. We can change this to a plus or minus the standard deviation. We can go back to the cumulative count. So we have some different options to adjust that. We can change the statistics ascend and the accuracy. This will do here. All right, so we've successfully displayed this in true color. Now, the next thing we may want to do is we may want to display this in some other ways. Okay, so for example, maybe you want to show this in color infrared. And the way we can do that is we're going to show this, we're going to adjust these bands here. So for color infrared, we're going to show the infrared band, which is band 8, as red. And then we'll change our green band to be blue, to be red, and our blue band to be green, which is band 3. Okay, and so now we have a color infrared image, which really is going to highlight healthy green vegetation, and we'll show that as red. You can see here we have the agricultural fields, they're popping out as red. All right. Another band combination that you may wish to try is we can try the shortwave infrared, which is going to give us band 12, which is going to be band 11. We're going to show band 8A, which is going to be band 12 here. And then we're going to show band 4 here, which is red. Okay, and that gives you your shortwave infrared. Once again, it kind of pulls out these more barren areas as this purplish color and pulls out healthy vegetation as green. So it gives you some different contrast there that can highlight agriculture. Now, there's a specific agricultural designation here. It's going to look very similar to this. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is going to be, we're going to show band 11 once again. Here we're going to show band 8 instead of 8A. So if we come to band 8 here, and then we'll show band 2, which is blue. And so you can see it's a very similar, but it does change that contrast just a little bit. So we can come in and take a look at how these things look through here. Okay. Let's just take a look maybe at one more option here. And let's do a geology layer, which will help us pick out, rocks and bare land surface attributes. So we can change this. We're going to change this to band 12, which is band 11. This is going to be band 10. Sorry, band 11, which is band 10 for us. And then finally, we're going to keep this as band 2. Okay. And now you'll notice where we have that bare earth, we start to pick out some more of these land features there based on color. So just a little more, you can see a little more definition in those bare earth areas. This is not this area has a fair amount of vegetation, so it's kind of hard to pick those things out. I'm trying to find some areas that might be better, but you can see how that looks. It appears that, I wonder if this is snow here that we're picking up on. Let's go take a look at that and just see. Change this back to true color, which will be 4, 3, 2. And indeed, it is snow that's getting highlighted really well and in a really blue color with that geology setting. So once again, if we go back to geology, it was band 11, band 10, or sorry, it was band 12, which is 11, band 11, which is 10, and then band 2. And you can see it's really picking up that snow quite well there. All right. So that's how you can do those displays and create those false color images in QGIS with the Sentinel imagery. I hope you have enjoyed this. Just be on the lookout. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I am working to create some free GIS and remote sensing and programming courses on opensourceoptions.com. In the past, I have created courses that have not been free. I'm working on a new funding method to try and make these courses free for everyone. Believe with this free software and the free data, we should also have free courses to go along with that because it really benefits the world, it benefits companies if we get those courses free. So I'm trying to work on a new funding model to get those courses free for you. So be sure to check out opensourceoptions.com to see when and which courses become available, and I'll create announcements for those as well. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'm happy to have any suggestions in the comments.